Hey YouTube, it's me DB, and today we're going to be taking a look at the ban list that Konami has uploaded for this week for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG. But first I wanted to bring your attention to something that I'm doing on Booster.com. I am selling the official DB YouTube long sleeve t-shirt for $20, and all the profits from each of the shirt sales will go to the Big Brothers Big Sisters Foundation. This is a cool way. Not only will you be able to get a great t-shirt, but you also help to support young and at-risk kids in your neighborhood as well. So I'll have a link to it down in the description below, so you can go and pick one up yourself, and hopefully you guys all enjoy it. Okay, now, so the trading card ban list here. Basically, the decks that got hit the hardest with this ban list were the Quillies, the Shaddolls, and the Nekroz. As you can see here, one of each of those type of cards have become a forbidden. That'll be the Apocryphal Towers, a big time card for the Quillies. Also, Shuret, Strategist of the Nekroz, and El Shaddoll Construct have now been officially banned. Along with Evil Swarm Exciton Knight, I run him, or at least used to run him now that I can't since the ban list has been posted. In my Chaos Hero deck, I replaced that card with Elder Entity Norden. Alright, so basically those were all the new cards that got forbidden. You can't use them anymore. The cards that are now down to 1, there's a few new cards here. One of those cards is Queeford Scout, so that could take another hit from the Quilly decks. And Graf, a Malbranch of the Burning Abyss, that's now down to 1, so if you run multiple copies of him in your BA, you might want to consider a substitute, because of course Graf is now down to 1. Mathematician, also down to 1. Excuse me folks, so if you run multiple copies of that card, you'll have to find out some substitutes for your extra copies. And Nekroz of Brionic and Nekroz of Unicorn are also down to 1 apiece there too. So that could be a bit of a problem for the Nekroz decks. Ritual Beast Ulti Canahawk is also on the list. So you might want to consider maybe Elder Entity Norden in your extra deck to replace your extra Ulti Canahawk copies. And new magic cards, El Shaddoll Fusion, that's now down to 1, so again another hit to Shaddolls. And Reinforcement of the Army is also down to 1 as well. I used to run 3 in my Chaos Hero deck. I'm going to be switching the other 2 out with copies of Instant Fusion to make Elder Entity Norden easier to play, and I suggest that you guys might want to do the same if you plan on playing Elder Entity Norden in your extra deck. There are no new limited trap cards, so that still stays the same. And the semi-limited cards, there's only 1 that's been added to the list, and that's Sir, Malbranch of the Burning Abyss. So you can still run 2 of him, just not 3. And the cards that are no longer on the list, a Chaos Sorcerer, Legendary 6 Samurai Shiin, Spellbook of Fate, and a Gear. So if you're on the Chaos Sorcerer, I usually run only 1 myself, so you can run now up to 3 if you want to. And the same thing for the other 3 cards that I mentioned that are no longer on the list. So I'll have a link to the booster t-shirt page that I showed you earlier in the description down below. I believe it ends November 17th, but if that's the wrong date, I will put the correct date again in the description. I am DB, and I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, especially letting me know what you think of the new ban list. And I'll catch y'all next time. See ya!